Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, finally home. Back in Tasmania. So since uploading that first video, if these things make me a dog, woof woof. So many people, my nose is running as soon as I sit down. So many people have been on to me to finish that video or continue it because obviously, as I said, there were some things I left out, some examples that I was struggling to get over the fucking nausea and sickness to speak about while I was sitting there, even though I was smiling, laughing and talking quite well. It just, it was still very overwhelming for me to sit there and talk about those things. But I just want to go back to the end of that video and say, I acknowledge that, be it ex-police, current police, ex-correctional staff, current correctional staff, the people I've come across in my life, they're going to watch that video and the videos that I'll continue to post, and they're basically going to be sitting there just thinking, believing and calling me every name under the sun, because regardless of what I've said about how I've tried to help and prevent violence, I was a violent person. Not the kind of violence I was describing, where it's unethical, it's unreasonable, it's illogical, and it's unintelligent. There's no need for it. Having said that, for me personally, that did not apply for me between the years of, say, 10 years old and about 25 to 27, when it come to correctional staff and especially Tasmania Police and on a couple of occasions Victoria Police. So I would just like to touch on that and say, one, I am sorry for any correctional staff, be it normal everyday staff or the tactical response groups, who I have attacked and fought with several times, obviously not ending well for me, but albeit Tas Police, uniform police, detectives, or the SOGs, who I've also had multiple or several interactions with that have obviously not ended well for me. But I would like to sincerely apologise to anyone that I have unintelligently, unethically, and illogically used violence or aggression or anything like that towards them simply because of my own issues, mental health issues, financial issues, family issues, it doesn't matter. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. A lot of people will sit there and make fun of me for apologising to the police and apologising to correctional staff and apologising to anyone that I've ever done anything to that they deem was unacceptable. It shouldn't have happened, at the end of the day. None of it. Like, I'm not sitting here and justifying any violence that I've ever done, because that's not what this is about. It's, for me, I want to use my experiences and especially my life to educate other people, to help them understand that later on in life, you change. Like, things, your heart, your beliefs, your thoughts, the things that you will fight for, say you'll die for, and do things that could end up with people losing their lives over, you will lose that. In time, the more you go down that track, you're going to find yourself feeling, thinking, behaving, and believing different things that completely contradict the life you've lived. I've said in countless Facebook posts recently, like, that is the hardest realisation for me, is that I bled that life, not only into myself, but into everyone around me. And sitting here now, knowing what I know, knowing how everyone around me that I influenced in such a toxic, negative, hurtful way, that they still have similar beliefs and unethical core beliefs about that life and the life they're living, it's really hard for me knowing that I helped make them those sort of people, because I believed in it so strongly that if you were around me growing up from the age of 10 to 30, I'm 36 now, you didn't get a choice. That's the hardest thing for me, is that I didn't give people a choice. It wasn't like I was someone that would sit there and say, oh, all right, it's okay to dob someone in today, but not tomorrow. Or if you were scared, or you were under the pump, or you were going to get done for something you didn't do, it's okay to, tell, dob, nah, snitch, rat. I wasn't like that. And the funny thing is, there's people now that people in that criminal life look up to, think they're hard cunts, think they're the baddest cunts, but yet I've seen it with my own eyes, literally, while I'm standing there on my own 2 feet, hearing it with my own ears, seeing it with my own eyes. These men, they will bash you until you're the dog. They'll bash you to make you be the dog. But who's the dog? You know what I mean? Like, if someone won't write a statement themselves, but they know that they're going to get done for something that they didn't do, and they can't mentally accept that, let alone emotionally or physically acknowledge that they're going to do jail for something they had nothing to do with, what's their alternative? If they can't write a statement, if they can't go to court and give evidence,
powering down.
what's their alternative? Fuck me.